Alright guys, here we go. First matchup of the bi-weekly, annual, bicentennial Nshadow Duel Tournament series. We got Appendages, a man that's got a lot of hype going for him here. Going up against Necromann, one of the OG channel mods. Can Appendages make something happen here with the Geb pick? My guess is no. But he's got a weakening. I don't know how he's going to deal with the Wukong early clear and jungle control here. I just don't know. I don't know. Both start pot. Appendages is going to try to contest this or just look at him. Ooh, I would have respected the shit out of that knockup. He went for it. I respect that he even went for it. Good man. Good man. So Necromann actually stopped from getting the buff there. Appendages looking pretty good here. Looking solid. As Geb against the Wukong right now. You gotta imagine that Wukong should have the early pressure here, but Appendages is, you know, just showing up. He's got to juke out this Tiger, and he does so. Rolls out defensively when maybe he could have gone on offensively there. Tries to take the offense and actually takes a little bit of damage for it from the creeps, but not too much. Just not too worried. Okay, here I gotta like shrink down my cam and stuff. Let me see. Sorry about this, you guys. I want to take away from the action. Hopefully there's no first bloods going. Alright, that should be good, I think, right? Maybe that's not good. Both players taunting each other, both having a good time of it. Here, I'll fix it right after something happens. I have a feeling something's going to happen. Appendages going in. Necromann with the return. Weakening applied. Appendages with the beautiful auto attack cancel on that rollout. I love it. I absolutely love it. Great play coming out from Appendages. Takes out the pot on that Wukong. And now Necromann's feeling the hurt, man. He's feeling it. No red buff to either player yet. You got to imagine that Necro, after cleaning up this wave, is going to be able to go and take it with his Hog. A big problem there for Necro is that he had the opportunity to start the red buff. He had his Hog. There was no contest on the side of Geb. As you could see, Geb was just standing there looking at him. He wasn't even going to do anything about it. But maybe Necro assumed that the Geb had Hog as well, so he backed off when he didn't need to. Went to go engage the Geb, took more poke than Geb actually did, and it went on from there. No red buff on the side of Necro meant that Geb was actually able to out-clear him because of that early burst that was dealt onto Necro. Now we have Appendages getting really aggressive, going straight for this blue buff. Can he secure it? Geb's jungle clear is very, very lackluster, but there you go, he gets it. Necro looks to cudgel over that wall there, but wasn't too confident in it. Figured he'd save it for the engagement. There you go, Appendages looking very strong right now. Appendages main Geb for 2 months. It's paying off. Oh my god. So the reason that this man, Appendages, has a lot of hype going for him is, one, because he's in the clan of the Randozos, which I don't think is the real Randozos, but he's also a member of JTM, aka Jabber Touched Me, aka Zving, Lee, Bleed, Diesel, and others clan. Did I forget any of you guys? Donnie! No, not Donnie. Not Donnie. Donnie's in... No, actually, yeah, no, they're all... Alright, they're all technically in a clan called Bed of Chaos right now, but their secondary clan, their troll clan, is JTM. So, this man Appendages, a big fan. He's repping it. He's repping it right now. Oh my god, look at that Geb damage right now, man. Just doing so much. Oof. I love that decision to take the tower shot for hitting that one. It paid off beautifully. He tried to shield himself, but the shield came out after the tower shot anyway, so it was a wasted shield, but he's got a blue buff, so he's regenning anyway. He feels good. He's maybe trying to trick Necro, make him think that he's gone back here, and yeah, he's going to take the aggressive. Let's see. Ooh, a beautiful weakening. Can he actually get a kill off of this? One more auto will do it. The auto attack cancels from this man have been outstanding. As you can see, every single time he's ready to combo with an ability, he'll auto attack, use the ability, auto attack right out of it seamlessly. That is what auto attack canceling is, right when you're canceling the animation of your ability with an auto attack, and it is absolutely outstanding from Appendages right now, man. He's looking great. What a showing. Up 1,000 gold right now. Now this guy doesn't play that much Duel, Appendages, from what I've heard. He doesn't actually play that much Duel. He just seems like a very solid player overall. I love that he's definitely seen enough Duel, if anything, though, to know how Diesel would build this matchup. Diesel, you know, kind of patenting the early game Athena builds here with the Dynasty Plate helm, Pen Boots Dynasty Plate helm, and then if you're ahead, you go into Obsidian Shard. If you're behind, you go into Breastplate. And really, it pays off so well. Ooh, Appendages did not like that he just did that. He's going to look to knock him up here, but the Hog is good. Necromann with a really big win there, able to take that red buff. Yeah, I've adapted this into all of my Guardian builds as well. It is very strong because it allows you to deal with the early game pressure that you need, as well as tankiness that you need to dive towers and dive through those creep waves to get the full burst off that the Guardian has to deliver in the early game, because the early game is really the only time that the Guardian can deliver their burst appropriately. Defense, especially double defense, makes these Guardians fall off so hard. So as you can see already from Necro, going straight into a Runic Shield, which is very strange to have the Runic Shield because he's reducing the attack speed. You would think that he'd like to go something like the Anchile here so that he could actually get the cooldown reduction and have the and not waste the passive of this item, because I doubt Appendages is going to go into an auto attack base build here, you know. But another blue buff won for Appendages, and Necromann will look to invade this blue buff. Very smart of both players to recognize the timings on these buffs. Appendages knows that he's there, so he's taunting him through the wall. Necromann too. It's a very cute game. It's a cute damn game, man. Okay, so let me fix up. I'm going to show you guys the monitor capture instead. There we go. I'm going to put the sub goal up. We are actually 1 out of 6. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. Again, thank you for coming out. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube audience. I hope that you guys have been enjoying these bi-weekly tournaments. This one, as I actually forgot to state at the beginning of this video because I'm a dumbass, is B tier and below is why you're seeing these types of gods played. Geb, on the other hand, is a D tier god, so you would not often see a D tier god picked in a B tier or below scenario. But Appendages feeling himself right now, man. He's feeling it. He says, you know, he said the Kappa pick was coming out, and here it is. Wow, look at that damage. Instantly ults out, does Necro, and now he's in the sky. Weakening was actually in Appendages' hands there, and he chose not to use it. Had he actually reacted there, I think he would have gotten the kill, but I don't think he was feeling confident enough. Not sure if Appendages like tabbed out for a second or if he was going to try to react with something and it didn't come out in time, but I don't know. Necro gets out of dodge. This man is kappaing all over Necro, and Necro is just embracing it, man. He's going right back at it. Not getting salty, just fighting right back into it. Look at the chunk. Getting Obsidian online this early, plus the pen that you get from Dynasty Plate Helm, is really, I can't stress enough how much of an ideal build this is for Guardians, man. Red buff actually going to go to Appendages finally here. A big part of maintaining your lead is securing this red buff, because it is the highly contested buff. It is the most, the most neutral buff and the most important buff for what it gives you. So along with all the bursts that we've already seen on the side of Appendages here, he's going to get a lot more with this buff under his control. If he manages to ult Necro while he like bird forms away or anything, which would be incredibly difficult to do because of the movement speed on Necro's part, that's one of the only ways I can see him securing another strong kill here, because Necro's playing quite defensively now. He's getting in, he's clearing, he's looking for the jungle buffs, and he's getting out. So it's up to Appendages to really make some sort of huge plays here. He actually went sprint for his second active, and I'm not so sure that that should be the option here. The only slow on Necro's part is the 2, and that's not, you know, that's not a very powerful slow that would really disrupt the Geb. It might be that he's anticipating a Frostbound Hammer, actually. So if so, that is a very good choice to try to make up for that Frostbound Hammer, which will inevitably come in most Warriors builds against Guardians. Oh my god, the 2 through the wall, but it was damn near there, but Necro was able to secure it. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that that Appendages was gonna go with Sunder there, but yo, Dawn of Anubis, thank you so much for the 8 months, my man. Thank you. So yeah, I thought Appendages would go Sunder because it's obvious that Necro's going to go into double defense here. He's already got the one defensive item, you know, the hybrid defense item that also gives him a little bit of power, and he's clearly going to go into something like a Bulwark as well because you need the health, and he wants as much defense as he can to shut down the Guardian here. So the sprint, I just feel like even though it helps against the Frostbound, this is a melee Frostbound, so it's not quite as potent as a ranged god Frostbound, as you know, an ADC Frostbound. So this might hurt him, honestly. And Necro picking up his own Sunder is going to be devastating for Appendages if he uses it correctly, because the amount of protection shred that he gets on it, 25 for 4 seconds, if he initiates a fight with that, he will be able to destroy Appendages and really just breeze through his defenses. Gonna be an interesting one. Newly buffed Sunder is going to be amazing. I'm very excited for it. What did they do to it again, you guys? They added a little bit more protection shred, I believe. Is it 30% now? And they also, did they make it slow? Because I've been saying forever that I wish it slowed. If they made it slowed, that would actually be pretty funny. Appendages might have to be careful here. Sunder's available for Necro. Wow, he actually had just enough mana to use his 1 there. Oof. Literally just enough. Oh, Necro's getting aggressive here. Uses the ultimate. I'm guessing just to try to get some tower damage on. But his creep died really, or his minion died really early there. Not his minion, his decoy. Oh, it's an attack speed debuff, so not a slow, but an attack speed debuff. Yo, that's like almost exactly what I asked for that item. Come on. Hi-Res clearly listens to everything I say, man. So that's really cool. That's going to be a really interesting, really interesting improvement for that item. Now, Appendages, very smart in this build overall, as I've been saying, goes straight into the... What was that? I've never even seen Geb do that. How did he do that? Goes straight into the Polynomicon here. And the problem is Poly isn't going to be swinging for that much right now because he doesn't have that much overall damage, like raw damage. The reason that like Athena could go it in this position would be because Athena's passive on her auto already makes that auto more powerful, so that combined with the Poly passive makes up for the fact that she doesn't have that much damage in her kit yet. Geb with Poly at this point isn't going to be that strong. The thing that it's going to help him do is push down the tower a little bit more. So there is that. Full Bulwark finish for Necro here. I completely agree with Necro's build other than the Runic shield here. As I was saying, the Runic, just not making much sense against the fact that Geb isn't going on auto-attack build here. But maybe he fully expected him to go into it. Appendages actually did not pick up that buff. Not sure if he recognizes it or if he's just trying to get out of dodge. Not too confident in sticking around there, but he's pretty confident, so I don't know if he just didn't realize that he didn't get that buff. Or maybe he just doesn't give a shit, but his mana's getting a little low, so I'm worried for him, Yeah, he keeps trying to counteract that Tiger and react to it. And I'm hoping that he's trying to ult it, because ulting it obviously would be an amazing option. It would take the Tiger away, it would stop the damage from coming out, and it would stop that stun from coming out. That's really a play that needs to be made here, and it's very difficult to time, so maybe that's why we're seeing Appendages just kind of standing there for a second and not getting anything off before that Tiger comes out. Maybe he's just mistiming it. Oh, are you saying Appendages didn't get the buff there? It went to Necro? Oh, my bad. My bad. So neither picked it up then? Because Necro was wearing another? Maybe, I don't know. Might be. Sometimes it's hard to tell with these spectator things, dude. I gotta get on the high-res caster level and be able to tell every time. Oh, shit, Zach. Zach, hold up on that match. You and Donnie hold up on that match. Donnie, you hear me? Hold off on your next match. Everybody else, play your matches. Play your matches, but I want to spectate Donnie's versus Sving. Versus Zach. So Necro very, very wisely going over to this Fire Giant because he knows he's got the Hog. If he ults here, he will... No, you know what? It's a little too healthy, so how wise was this decision? Now that Appendages might be able to turn back on it, actually gets Necro to turn around without his bird. I'm not sure why Appendages is not following up on this with his ultimate. Instead, uses his 2 without any sort of confirm. He had weakening. Necro had just used his bird stance. Form. There was okay, now he's gonna get him. Here we go. Appendages going in here. Can he finish him off? Sunder is applied. Appendages needs one more auto. He finds it with the sprint. Very, very nicely done. Oh my god, that was scary, dude. I don't know why Appendages didn't take that option sooner when he wasn't as close to the enemy tower, but I guess he just didn't recognize it at first. He makes up for it regardless. Oh, Donnie has a match before he fights Jabber. Okay, Donnie, you keep going anyway then. Yeah, okay. Just hold that match, if that match happens. Shit on Donnie, whoever's against Donnie. For Jabber making me think that that Donnie was automatically fighting him. This Geb skin is pretty hype, dude. Like, I love the Geb robot skin, though, so like I can never ever play that Sand one, but I should mix it up from time to time. Not that I get to play much Geb anyway, because Duel, but... He's honestly one of my favorite gods. So that blue buff's up. Does Necro know it? He's going to be checking over for this red buff. And does he have Hog available? He does. So let's see if Appendages can get it down in time. He actually does. He's trying to back here and get that red buff as well. I'm guessing he's got a little bit of time left. Yeah, there you go. He canceled his rollout, though. Did not do it as efficiently as he was hoping for. Look at that damage. Wow, look at the damage from both of these players right now. The poly's actually finally paying off because you can see the Rod of Tahuti picked up on Appendages here, which means that he's finally got the damage amplification that he needs to make this item pay off. A lot of people misunderstand why poly is picked up on certain gods and not others. Ooh, look at that chunk. My god. So Poly is actually beautiful again on Geb because he has the rollout, confirm auto, and the 2 confirms an auto as well, right? So a perfect god for it with those CC abilities. You know, one confirms a slow, the other one confirms. Ooh, let's see if anything's going to happen here. No weakening available, but doesn't matter. Necro surrenders. Appendages takes the game. Wow. Round 1 solidly goes to Appendages there in a beautiful showing. Both players, like I said, Necro had the right idea with the build there, but it seemed like Appendages was just one step ahead throughout the game there. Just had a solid performance and really showed up. Hashtag Geb win, dude. Geb win.